France is one of the most recognizable countries in the world. Its name has long become a symbol of romance, art, fine cuisine, and a rich historical heritage. Even people who have never visited France usually have a clear image of what the country is like. Some immediately think of cozy Parisian cafes. Others picture fashion and luxury, while many imagine endless vineyards and magnificent centuries-old castles. However, the real France is far more complex and diverse. A visitor's first impression often depends on where their journey begins. Most travelers arrive in Paris, so the capital shapes their initial view of the country. But Paris is only a small part of France. Beyond the capital lies a completely different side of the country, quieter, more relaxed, and in many ways more traditional. Many tourists are surprised by how different life can be from one region to another. In some places, you can feel the fast pace of the modern world, while in others, it seems as if time has slowed down by several decades.
France has a remarkable ability to blend the old with the new. Modern business districts stand alongside historic neighborhoods, while cutting-edge technology and innovative companies thrive just steps away from ancient cathedrals. Another thing that many visitors notice is the French attitude toward quality of life. People here do not simply work to earn money. They place great importance on leisure, family, food, socializing, and cultural experiences. That is why France leaves the impression of a country that truly knows how to enjoy life. And after just a few days, it becomes clear that the real France is far more fascinating than the popular tourist stereotypes suggest.
Paris has long become one of the most famous cities on Earth. For millions of people, it is the ultimate symbol of France. Every year, travelers from every continent come here to see the iconic Eiffel Tower, visit the Louvre Museum, and stroll along the banks of the Seine River. But the real Paris is quite different from the romantic image often portrayed in movies. It is a vast metropolis with millions of residents, a complex transportation network, a thriving business environment, and all the challenges that come with life in a major city. Paris is home to the country's most important government institutions, leading corporations, and top universities. It is also regarded as one of the world's greatest cultural capitals. The city boasts dozens of museums, theaters, art galleries, and historic landmarks. Each neighborhood has its own unique character and atmosphere.
Some districts are filled with tourists and famous attractions, while others reflect the everyday lives of local Parisians. Interestingly, the people who live in Paris often see their city very differently from visitors. For them, Paris is first and foremost a place to work, study, and go about their daily routines. Like any major metropolis, the city has its share of challenges: high living costs, heavy traffic, crowded streets, and a fast-paced lifestyle. Yet, despite all of this, Paris continues to attract millions of people from around the world. It is this remarkable combination of history, culture, and modern life that makes Paris one of the most influential cities on the planet.
The French are well known for their appreciation of culture, traditions, and a high quality of life. In many parts of the world, French people are seen as those who truly know how to enjoy each day. And there is certainly some truth to that. In France, the simple pleasures of life are highly valued. Sharing a meal with family, meeting friends, taking a walk through the city, or enjoying a cup of coffee on a cafe terrace are considered an important part of everyday life. Many French people believe that life should be about more than just work. That is why maintaining a healthy balance between career and personal life is so important. At first, the locals may seem somewhat reserved. They rarely become close friends right away, and usually prefer to get to know someone before opening up. However, once trust has been established, many French people turn out to be warm, friendly, and sociable. A strong sense of national identity also plays an important role. The French take great pride in their history, culture, cuisine, and language. That is why even a basic knowledge of French often helps visitors connect more easily with local people. Conversation itself holds a special place in French culture. The French enjoy discussing a wide range of topics, from politics and history to art and sports. The ability to hold an engaging conversation is considered an important social skill. As a result, the French mindset combines respect for tradition, a love of freedom, and a genuine desire to enjoy life to the fullest.
France is considered one of the most geographically diverse countries in Europe. Many people are surprised by just how different its regions can be. In the south, you'll find the warm shores of the Mediterranean Sea, famous for their beautiful beaches, popular resorts, and mild climate. To the east rise the majestic Alps, attracting millions of ski enthusiasts every year. The west is home to the scenic Atlantic coastline, while the heart of the country features vast agricultural landscapes and some of the world's most renowned wine-producing regions. France offers almost every type of European landscape, from towering mountains and dense forests to winding rivers, tranquil lakes, dramatic coastlines, and endless vineyards. The country's natural diversity is truly remarkable. That is why you can spend years exploring France and still continue discovering new places. The country's wine regions are especially famous around the world. In many areas, vineyards have been cultivated for centuries, with local winemaking traditions passed down from one generation to the next. For the French themselves, nature is an important part of everyday life. Many people prefer spending their weekends in the countryside, traveling through different regions, or relaxing by the sea. This extraordinary variety of landscapes makes France one of Europe's most attractive countries, not only for travel, but also for those looking to build a life there.
France is one of the world's largest economies and remains one of the most influential countries in Europe. Its economy is highly diversified, with strong industries ranging from manufacturing and energy to agriculture, technology, finance, aerospace, and tourism. French companies operate across the globe, and many of the country's brands have become internationally recognized symbols of quality, innovation, and prestige. France is particularly renowned for its achievements in the aerospace, automotive, and cosmetics industries. The country is also one of the world's most popular tourist destinations. Every year, millions of visitors contribute significantly to the national economy, making tourism one of France's most important economic sectors. Working in France is often associated with strong employee protections. French labor laws provide workers with a wide range of benefits, including paid vacation, sick leave, and comprehensive social programs. The French place great importance on maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Working excessive hours simply to advance one's career is generally not seen as the ideal. Personal time is considered just as valuable as professional success. At the same time, the job market can be highly competitive. Finding a good position often requires a solid education, relevant work experience, and a good command of the French language. This is especially true in professions that involve customer service or regular communication with clients. Despite facing occasional economic challenges, France remains one of Europe's most attractive destinations for skilled professionals, students, and entrepreneurs. Many people see it as a place where they can build a successful career while enjoying an exceptional quality of life.
The cost of living in France is one of the biggest concerns for people planning to move there or stay for an extended period. Many assume that France is an extremely expensive country, but in reality, costs vary greatly depending on the region, lifestyle, and income level. Paris remains the most expensive city in the country. It is home to major corporations, prestigious universities, government institutions, and world-famous cultural landmarks. As a result, the high demand for housing makes rent one of the largest monthly expenses. For this reason, many people choose to live in the suburbs and commute using France's extensive and efficient public transportation system. Outside the capital, the picture is quite different. Cities such as Lyon, Toulouse, Bordeaux, Nantes, and Tonnet generally offer a lower cost of living while still providing an excellent quality of life. That is why many French residents prefer living in these regional cities, where life is often quieter and housing is more affordable. Food culture occupies a special place in everyday French life. Fresh bread from the local bakery, regional cheeses, seasonal fruits and vegetables, and high-quality ingredients have long been part of the daily routine.
Although groceries can be relatively expensive, most people believe that the quality more than justifies the price. France's public transportation network is considered one of the best in Europe. Metro systems, buses, trams, and high-speed trains make it easy to travel both within cities and across the country. The cost of living cannot be described as low, but in return, residents enjoy modern infrastructure, reliable public services, well-maintained roads, efficient transportation, and comfortable, well-designed urban environments. That is why many people believe that in France, you are paying not only for products and services, but also for an exceptionally high standard of living.
France's education system is widely regarded as one of the most prestigious in Europe. The country is home to internationally recognized universities, elite engineering schools, and world-class research centers that attract students from around the globe every year. A particularly important role is played by France's prestigious Grandes Écoles, whose graduates often go on to become business leaders, engineers, scientists, and senior government officials. Education in France is known for its high academic standards. Students are expected to work independently, think critically, and develop a deep understanding of their subjects. As a result, French degrees are highly respected in many countries around the world. Healthcare is another major strength of the country. France is consistently ranked among the nations with the world's best healthcare systems. Residents have access to both public and private hospitals, advanced medical technology, and highly qualified healthcare professionals. Like any healthcare system, it can sometimes involve waiting times and administrative procedures, but overall, most residents rate the quality of medical care very highly. The combination of an outstanding education system and modern, accessible healthcare is considered one of the key reasons why France offers such a high quality of life.
France has traditionally been considered a country with a high quality of life. It features a well-developed transportation system, well-maintained cities, and a strong emphasis on preserving historic architecture and developing public spaces. In many cities, you can find spacious parks, bicycle lanes, and pedestrian-friendly streets. The French enjoy spending their free time outdoors, meeting friends, and attending cultural events. Safety largely depends on the specific neighborhood. As in any large European country, there are both more peaceful and more challenging districts. However, most residents and visitors feel quite comfortable in their daily lives. A strong focus is also placed on environmental protection. Public transportation continues to expand, new green areas are being created, and various ecological initiatives are being implemented. In addition, France is famous for its rich cultural life. Festivals, museums, concerts, theaters, historical landmarks are an integral part of everyday life for millions of people. It is this combination of culture, nature, and modern infrastructure that makes France one of the most attractive countries in Europe.
France truly has many advantages: a high standard of living, a strong economy, quality healthcare, and a well-developed education system create comfortable conditions for everyday life. Another major advantage is its rich culture. Almost every region is home to museums, historical landmarks, theaters, and architectural sites. Art and gastronomy enthusiasts can always find something interesting to explore. Another benefit is the country's regional diversity. You can choose to live in a major city, by the seaside, among vineyards, or near the Alps. However, there are also drawbacks. The high cost of living, especially in Paris, remains one of the main challenges. In addition, foreigners often face complex bureaucracy. Handling paperwork and administrative procedures can sometimes take a considerable amount of time. Knowledge of the French language is also essential for fully integrating into daily life. Although English is often understood in tourist areas, speaking French greatly improves work opportunities, communication, and everyday interactions. Despite these challenges, for many people, the advantages of living in France significantly outweigh the disadvantages. France cannot be fully understood in just a few days of travel. Tourists usually see only the famous landmarks, while the true life of the country reveals itself gradually over time. Behind the beautiful facades lies a nation with a rich history, a strong cultural identity, and a distinct approach to quality of life. The French know how to appreciate simple things: a family dinner,
an evening walk through the city streets, relaxing in a cafe, or spending weekends in the countryside. It is these everyday moments that create the unique atmosphere of French life. Of course, France is not without its challenges.
Like many modern countries, it faces economic and social issues. However, it continues to preserve its individuality and cultural uniqueness. For some, France becomes a dream destination. For others, it is an opportunity to study, build a career, or discover a new culture. But almost everyone who spends enough time there comes to the same conclusion. The real France is much more than Paris. It is dozens of diverse regions, rich natural landscapes, centuries of history, and a unique way of life that cannot be fully captured in words. That is why France has remained for generations one of the most beautiful, influential, and captivating countries in the world.